Now, interestingly, the original script, John Wick, 75 years old.
Interesting.
Yes, they were modeling him off of Clint Eastwood and Paul Newman. But that was kind of the vibe they were going for someone like a John Wick.
I would love to see Clint Eastwood doing those moves.
It would be wild to imagine Clint Eastwood just sidekicking Scott Adkins in a fat suit off of a balcony in a rave. Yep. That would be the weirdest visual I think I could ever imagine. Yeah, so like, it's a very different movie. And apparently when they were starting to cast, they pitched it to Eastwood at some point. They also went to Harrison Ford, which like, all right, I could see the vibe of that kind of working. But at some point in there, Keanu gets a hold of it. And Keanu starts reading it and kind of suggests this idea of like, well, what if he is a little bit younger? Like, what if he still has the same like storied history, but is still a retired man, but like retired early for a whatever reason? And that kind of is kind of the transition point in how Keanu kind of comes on board. Because at this point in his career, the end of the 90s, early 2000s, he's doing The Matrix. And that launches him into the stratosphere in terms of fame and popularity. Like, everybody knows Keanu. He's a household name over, like, not necessarily overnight, but like everybody knows this dude. But at this point in 2012 and 2013, like, he was doing stuff like the remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still.
That didn't really get the response everybody was hoping for there.
No, like right before this comes out, he's doing like direct to video stuff. Actually, right before this, he had actually transitioned to a almost different thing. He had directed his first movie, which is awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's called The Man of Tai Chi.
Oh, right.
And it stars a stunt performer named Tiger Chen, who's in Matrix Reloaded and in one of the John Wicks. I think he is one of the dudes who fights John in the knife store.
Okay, nice.
So I think he's one of the guys in that sequence. But like, Keanu's doing some really cool like camera work in that. Like he has some quote where he talks about the camera rig they use, and he's like, in The Matrix, we did a lot of camera movements digitally, because we had digital characters and it was like going through the action and kind of going all around it. And he's like, I wanted to do that practically. So they had a camera rig that was like going through the action, going all around it, doing all kinds of wild stuff for these really, really cool inventive fight sequences.
That's great.
Yeah, so I highly recommend that one because it is a ton of fun.
I have not seen that. That is going on the list now.
Yeah, it is definitely worth a viewing.